welcome to Hometown Happenings. We're here at the Sportsman's Club in Detroit Lakes, just east of Detroit Lakes, and we're here once again with the trap shooting team and Perry Nodsley, the coach, and a couple of athletes here, Annika and Zach, and we'll talk to those guys in just a second. But Perry, I thought first of all, we're going to check in. This is the fourth season of the team, and tell us a little bit about, get us up to speed and where you're at here.
Yeah, it's our fourth season. We started out with about 17 kids. This year we were at 38 kids locally, and things are going along good.
Okay, all right. I think one of the things that we didn't talk about last time is kind of getting into the, the equipment and, if I am somebody coming out for the team, what would I need to participate?
Well, basically a shotgun and that, and we have kids that come from home and that, and they've got dad's old shotgun out of the closet, and they've got kids that come that have very nice trap guns and that, so there's a whole range of things that they could have. They also need to supply protective eyewear and earplugs.
Okay. All right. And so you show up here, your season starts in April?
The first week in April we started shooting in that, and it's a little cold and miserable then, but days like today are the ones we're waiting for.
Okay, so do you have, what we would think of as the traditional practices? So you have practice rounds, or do kids show up and they're automatically competing? Or, how if somebody like a newbie like me, once I found all the equipment, would I compete right away, or how does that work?
We start out, we have 2 weeks of strictly practice, and then we have what's called their reserve week. It's kind of a dress rehearsal to our league shooting, where we shoot a score, but we don't use it unless we get weathered out later in the season. And then each week we come out and generally we shoot a practice round, and then we'll shoot our 50 target league round after that. And we've got 5 weeks worth of league shooting that we do.
Okay, so these kids show up is there kind of an elimination process like in most sports where you go through the regular season and then sections and then state?
This one is run a little different in that, being we shoot all of our rounds at our home field, and then they use true team scoring, which is a little hard to explain what it is and that, but anyway, out of our 38 kids, we use 30 scores each week, okay, as do the other 18 or 7 teams in our section.
Okay. So when the students are practicing, what do you look for? As a coach, do you coach them through like how to shoot straight, or that's one of the things that they work towards, correct?
Yeah, and we start out with probably the first thing we start out with is foot placement, and just when you're standing at the trap and you get your feet in the right spot, and then where you're looking for targets, where you're holding your gun, any number of things like that. We as the kids get more vested in the sport, we fine tune them some more with different things, and certainly keep your head down in the gun and that when you can.
Right, and it's all about timing too, I'm sure.
It's a lot of timing in that. And we've got automatic traps and automatic voice pullers, so when they call for a target, there's one out there to shoot at. So.
All right. Is that what the green units are?
The green stands out here are the voice callers and that, and then we've got a automatic trap machine in the trap house.
Okay. So I noticed that some kids arrive early and help set up the course here.
Yep. We get some to help some of the kids. Some of the coaches come out early, and we get all the callers out and get the machines turned on and warmed up, and whatever else we need to get ready to go.
Okay, all right.
We'll need to, sometimes tonight we've got shells that we got to unload in that. We've got to take a fair number of shotgun shells to run the program. So.
Okay. All right. And do you get those donated, or do you have to, is that a cost to the program?
It's part of the fees that they pay to shoot. So there's some target and shell fees that they have to pay. And we do get a lot of local support and that from different organizations around town that help reduce the costs for the kids to shoot.
Okay. And are you looking at any state goers this year? Any prospects?
Well, we've got a couple of kids that have got a chance at shooting in the individual, and our qualification for the state team is on the 17th of June in Alexandria. So, and we've been there the past 2 years down at with the last 30 teams in the state. So there's still a chance we can get there. I think we got a good bunch of kids this year, so I think we got a good chance.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of one of the seasons that extends longer into the summer.
Yeah, we have the Clay Target Championship is from the 14th through the 21st of June this year. So they've got 8 days in a row where they'll have somewhere between 900 and 1,000 kids a day in Alexandria. So it's a real busy time down there.
Okay, well, yeah, that's good luck with that. And yeah, it's becoming quite a popular sport. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then we would qualify to there. If we qualify there, then we would shoot the following weekend in Minneapolis.
Okay.
For the state high school league championship, and that's similar to a swimming trophy or the state swimming trophy or basketball or football or whatever. It's the same trophies and the same type of a setup.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck with that, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to turn now and talk to a couple of the athletes, Annika and Zach. And Annika, tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been participating.
I've been participating in trap shooting for the past 2 years now. I guess I've always been involved in shooting guns with my brothers and everybody, so I thought that I would love to join trap shooting and do it as a school sport.
Okay, and how far have you gotten in the process? You've been out for 2 seasons now?
Yep, I've been out for 2 seasons. I've really say I've grown over the past 2 seasons here now, so I'm pretty proud of myself there.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you're working on as a shooter?
Really getting my speed down, and I'm kind of like all over the place with like when I shoot slow and fast, so that's definitely something I need to take care of. So.
Okay, and what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
A junior? Okay, so you got another year. Okay, cool. So I mean, when this program started, were you kind of standoffish? It's your second, and this has been going on for four seasons. So were you a little bit like, when should I go out, or you just didn't know enough about it?
No, not really. My brother did a season, and then...
Well, you're probably too young to come out, I suppose.
Not really. My brother did a season, and then I saw how much he enjoyed it, so I decided that I would do it. So.
Okay. Cool. Well, good luck this season.
Thanks.
Okay. And how about you, Zach?
I've been shooting 4 years. I started shooting as soon as I could. I think 8th grade year was the year they started it, and it's a good time.
All right. So what are some of the things that how far have you gotten in the season?
I've shot varsity, I think, every year but one. The big thing for me is to get out there and just slow everything down. Yeah,
Okay.
got to keep your mind clear when you're out there.
Yeah, you got to
So.
work on your timing a little bit.
Not as much that, it's just go out there with a clear mind and usually shoot quite a bit better.
Okay.
So.
All right. Cool. So yeah, so you've got a little bit left here, and describe a little bit of the competition. Are you the nights that you're here, are you kind of nervous when you get up there and shoot?
You just got to go out there and do it.
Okay.
That's how it goes. When you first come out the first of the year, it's pretty fun, you know. But then you get out there and you got to make your scores and you got to make it count. Keep your head on the gun and swing all the way through them.
Okay.
So.
All right. Cool. And Annika, another question for you. When you started, were there many other girls out?
I would say there was only 2 or 3 other girls, and then this year we had a couple more join, so that's great to see that girls are actually coming out and doing trap shooting. So.
Okay. Yeah. So it's an enjoyable. How long does it take you to go through a practice run or practice?
I would say probably about 10 minutes, 15 at the max if we have some of our younger members, but we try to get through in 10 minutes. So.
It seems like a very relaxed atmosphere. Everybody seems like they're out here. It's beautiful out at the shooting range, but just a great excuse to get outside. Do you like coming out here?
Yeah, I love coming out here. It's great seeing that it's all sunny out and we get to shoot with no wind, so that can really help our scores. So.
Okay. Well, good luck again in your season, and maybe we'll talk to you again in a couple of years and check back in, and maybe you'll have hundreds, Perry. All right. Thanks, Perry, Annika, and Zach. For Hometown Happenings, I'm Carol McCarthy.